Hey guys, Banto here. Today we're gonna play the latest developers version of StoneHearth Alpha 9. So this has been released and it's got some pretty exciting new things that we're gonna check out in this video, and you're gonna be able to see a few of them, and we're gonna keep going and progress a little bit with this. So that's gonna be pretty interesting. I wanna start pretty close to the mountains because we wanna be able to get some ore and stone pretty easily, but there are other ways you can get those things, which you're probably gonna find out in this video or the next video. So okay, so let's place down our banner so we can actually start out somewhere. Oh, there we go. So we're gonna start here. It's gonna be, I guess we're gonna be West Red, I don't know. Okay, let's go for that, even though it sounds a little bit weird. So it's still the same amount of people here. So what do you want? The travel light can leave you with 2 baskets of berries. Okay, that's good. But there are some things you're gonna see as we keep going with this, which are pretty exciting and make the game feel more like a kind of like a more complete game that has more purpose with the game. So I think we should start out like normally. We're just gonna gather some wood, so we can use that for crafting and building houses. Okay, so we're gonna make a little basic house, start out with just so they have somewhere to live. So I think I'm gonna go for a house like this. I noticed that there seems to be some problems when you're making houses. If you make like that and fill that in, they will have a lot of problems to try to fix the roof. So avoid filling in like this. It's just like one tile. You have to keep kind of like 2 tiles. If it's just one, it seems to be like too advanced for them to make it. So try to avoid that if you can. So let's add some door for this, and we're gonna go for a big one because it fits in better. I'm not sure if these things do look different than it looked before. For me it kind of looked like this looks a little bit different compared to how it looked in the stable version. Not sure if it do, but it really seems like it do. So we should get some windows here. I guess we can have like that, and maybe we should have, yeah, that should be good, 1 window there. And then we should get a roof for this as well. I'm gonna go for brown one, and I'm gonna raise the roof. Kind of like that, and I'm gonna see if I can fit in a nice little window. What? That was a huge message. Okay, so we can't get any window here. It's too little space there. So I think we're happy with that. I don't know what's going on here. Getting tons of messages about something going on. So we should get some things going here. And here's one thing that's very different compared to before. The way it looks when you actually change in jobs. I think this is way that they made it now. It's way more clear than compared to how it used to be before. You get your work here and then goes different paths, so you can see what is the next progression after, like the carpenter for example. And you can see what's after the trapper, which would be the shepherd. So this is very like easy to see, get an overview what you can do. So we're gonna make one and carpenter. That's good, and we should also get, let's make Tristan into a trapper. And now we should get that little workshop going and queue up a lot of things. But first I want to set up my little trapper place, so I think I want to have it here. So that's good, we actually got some berries here, that can be early good food. You know, just to try to meet your daily goal. So, and by the way, my previous town, I'm probably not gonna continue with it because I got a lot of problems. I couldn't save it, and when I tried to overwrite the save got deleted instead. So, and that was in stable build 205. So I went for this one so we can try it out instead and, you know, see the new features because there's some pretty exciting ones. And here we got one which is called Loot, steal items from another player. So I mean, that's pretty exciting. It says another player. For the moment it means that you can actually steal items from goblins, but in future it might mean that we will be getting multiplayer for this, and that will be pretty fun. I would probably prefer to work together with someone, but having a like fighting against different towns, that could be good too. So they're getting along nice with this house. I think we should speed up the game a little bit. So let's add a few things to the carpenter's queue here. So we want to get a farmer's hoe and a sword, and we also want to get this door that we use for the house, and then we're also gonna maintain a few things here, so like basic building materials for my houses. So 2 beds, and I guess 4 chairs works out pretty good, and 2 tables. So that should get up the skill on our carpenter really high, and it will also take a tons of wood, so we should gather more wood. So that should be enough. Don't want to get to, like, you know, too many work orders for the moment, because we also want our works to actually be building and not only go gathering this. Try to keep a balance. Okay, so Lorna Fast Rider is level 1 carpenter. That's really nice. Okay, we got a farmer's hoe already. So let's make Fiona. Fiona's gonna be our farmer. We could get a footman, but I think we're gonna wait a little bit with it. So you can still make the farms in this strange way. We can have like a lot more food at a tiny area, and this is probably gonna be the wrong direction. Always do the wrong the first. Yeah, and I was correct. So we're gonna remake that again, and we're gonna have to make them this one instead. So it only works in one direction, this, but it's really good because you can get a lot of food in a really small area. So, and it also means less work because it's less walking, even though that probably won't be a huge difference. Depends on how big your fields are, because they would grow in size really much. I mean, the amount of food we get here, it would be the double size if we would want to grow the same amount on the normal way. So, but I bet this way is not gonna work in the end game, so probably something that is gonna get removed over time. Okay, so we got the first house done. We should move in some beds, so at least some people will have some place to sleep. I think 2 beds is pretty good for that one. So I guess we can start to design a second house. Maybe we should actually, this time I'm gonna make it a little bit different compared to what I do. Actually make a storage barn pretty early on, so we were gonna store our food. And I think this is gonna be very basic, like that, and maybe some windows and a door. I mean, this must look different. I don't remember seeing windows in this way that you can see through the whole thing. I don't know. So I think we're gonna have, let's go for like 5 windows maybe. 1 in the back as well. And then we can get a door. Actually thinking if we should have one of these wide doors. Yeah, let's go for a wide one. Just because this is a storage house. And a roof. Which one should it be? Should we go for brownish? Let's go for brownish roof this time. So that looks fairly okay. Maybe we can add a little window to the top. Like that. Just a little bit more detail, you know. So that would be our place where we're gonna store food. So, I mean, this thing is a thing that I do very late normally. So this is one new thing here. I'm gonna slow down the game. So Norm Windriser here, he wants to trade with us, and we got the different things we can buy here. See the gold and how much quantity he got. So see, different things are worth different much, and we can even buy resources. So sometimes you can actually buy, for example, stone. So you can sell things and you can get tons of stone and all kinds of things really, and we can sell things, so you can go and like figure out what is worth most doing. So I mean, for example, with this simple wooden chair, we can sell those for 18 gold, but we can also sell those mean beds for 30 gold each, and both of these require 1 wood, so it will cost us the same to make both. This might take more time, not sure about it, but you see the resources required to make them give different amounts of gold. I mean, this is a very early thing, so this is definitely gonna get more balanced over time. But it's pretty fun like we can do things. I mean, we can sell 2 beds, why not? Okay, we sold 2 beds and see if we get some gold. And that's pretty good, we actually get the gold in game. So you could imagine like the goblins coming and taking the gold, taking all the fortune that they saved, or other players taking the stuff, so that's pretty nice. And see, there are a bunch of things. We can even sell these ones. Squirrel pelts. 12 gold each. Sometimes you actually get a ton of these, and there might be some resources, you know, you have just way too much of it and just taking up your entire stockpile. So sometimes it feels like, oh, we can sell them. So we can sell 2 tables, and we could also buy something. So we got this comfy beds here. So I can actually buy one already. We get a bed here. I didn't even have to make a weaver. So I mean, this way I can craft things. I mean, let's do that right now. Let's sell a lot of things that we got. And we can get some more. So see, we can buy even more beds. And see, it's a bit too easy for the moment, but like I said, this is like the first version where we got this. The balance is not done, it's just implanted to the game, so. But you know, it's really easy to get these things. So I mean, now we can actually remove these beds that we put in here before, and we can move in some comfy ones. Okay, we want like to give me 4 baskets of corn, shape for 30 oak logs. Screw you, man. Not gonna go for that one. But see, it's really early. You can get this thing really early on, and having comfy beds, it was so easy for us to get that. And we already got 3 of them. But see, this trade thing, that is really interesting. It's gonna get better over time, it's probably gonna be way harder and so on, but it's a real fun thing. It makes the trading way more fun than having this, give me this, I take that. That might still stay, but I think this way is really fun. Maybe I can even, I don't know how it's gonna work, but maybe it could be fun if like players playing in their world could trade with other players and sell and buy and such. Not sure if it's gonna be something like that, but could be an interesting thing with it. Okay, so this storage barn is getting along pretty fast actually. So maybe we should grow some more food. I think we're pretty limited. But you know, I'm gonna show like, just to compare how this would look if we would make it. So how many are that? That's 6 and that, like this. This is how that would look if we would be growing it normally. So see, there's these 3 tiles, there's just one place it grows. Here it grows 3 times and 3 tiles. So see, we actually, okay, we're gonna get one on the end here, but you might get that you only make like this, you only make 5, and then you get a lot of waste, like it's just laying around dirt for no good reason. But yeah, that's gonna give us some food anyway, so growing some turnips. Fast growing food, not so very tasty, but I think it's better than at least pumpkins. Pumpkins is the one that at least used to grow the fastest. And as you see, there was actually a difference here how it looks, so there's more information about these things than there was before. There are a lot of those small changes for the game. But I really like this trading part, I think that's a really fun thing about the game. So should we get, no, we have a tons of wood, so that's awesome. But the way that I'm thinking about going now is to play this more unstable version for a while, and you know, try out some of these new features so you guys can see them, and we can try out things with it, and there are probably going to be a lot of new towns here and there going on. And once this so-called stable version gets released, I'm going to try to focus for that one and make a big town again, because it seems like build 205, it has some save issues. I don't sure if it exists in this one. I think they have solved that one actually, so I kind of want to avoid that, so. Okay, that's really good. We should actually add some more things to the carpenter. So we should make some lantern and maybe some fences. We're gonna have fences. It looks really good to have that. And let's see here. These wooden dresses, by the way, see, they only require 1 wooden log. So if we want to, we can actually we can put it some maintain and put it on free. The thing is that these wooden dresser, you sell them for 30 gold, and if you would sell one of these shares, you get just 18 gold. So I mean, that is really good because they only require 1 of those. Oh, we can actually make a rough wooden shield. So we're gonna always make sure to maintain 1, because we might get new footmans and so on. So don't think we added any benches, did we? Nope. So let's get 2 benches. Maybe we can start working on a little road here as well, so we can go between these 2 houses. Okay, let's go for a little bit brighter road this time. I normally go for the dark one, I kind of think it looks better, but this time I'm gonna go a little bit different with that. So I think we can go out like this. Would that look good? Yeah. And then we put it under. Connecting the two houses. That's pretty nice. I mean, we can also add some like benches to that. But what we have to do now is, because that's gonna require some stone. So we're actually gonna dig inside. Just a little bit, not much. I think that might be enough. So also gonna add a little stockpile here. And we got one of those really big doors now. I think I'm gonna stop already there. And everything except we're gonna have only food here, nothing else. And same for this one. And we also have to make sure that we change this so there is no food and drink in this one. So they're gonna move the resources from that one to this one. Actually, I think we do miss one door. I don't think I have that one on maintaining, so I think I'm gonna add that to that. Let's maintain one of those doors. That was really nice. I think we got a level up here. Trap level 2. Wow, we can charm a pet. Rufus Garrow has arrived with wares to sell. So here we got another one selling, and this is a stone cutter shop, and he's selling a lot of stone things. And I see, just like I said, this guy is selling stone, 2 gold for each. So let's see what we have to offer for him. Oh my god. Wasn't it... I remember as this was worth 30 gold, but I guess it's 50, so I mean that's even better. So let's sell all those. And we can go into buy, and we can actually buy stone frames, so we can click this one, buy 10. You see, I can get so much stone. I'm just doing it, yes, you know, so you can see it. So that's really easy to get stone, and you know, that way we can build like castles and those things really easy without mining a tons of things. And I mean, that's gonna save you tons of time as well. So that is really good. But guys, you've seen a little bit of the new things for this game. There are some more things that I want to show as well, which are gonna be hopefully in the next video. It's one thing with the goblins. Nowadays they actually don't just randomly come like they did before. Now they actually have a little bit of camp and they request, do this or we are maybe gonna attack you. Most likely they will. And you can actually send troops and attack them as well. But that's gonna be for a future video. So guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope to see you guys soon. Have a great day. This is Banto. Take care, goodbye, take care.